his grandfather and my father started the business in 1950 here in Monterey. He died at a very early age, unfortunately at 57 years old.
I saw at an early age that my father had built something that was really, really special. Very thankful to have a trade like this.
Applying this trade in this area is very good too. My name is Ron Steudler. I'm the second generation of Steudler Masonry. This is my son Santana. He's the third generation. When I was a little kid, I went out and worked for my father. I was a little kid and worked for 25 cents an hour. My father told me, if you want to get in the trades, it's a good way to do a living, make a living. But the only problem was I lost my father when I was 23. So I didn't know the trade yet by any stretch. So I thought one of the best things to do, since I didn't know what I was doing exactly, was to hire some of the guys that had worked for him, who were really, really top masons. But just started 1976, got my license, and started going, and just never stopped really. Santana joined me after he had a stint on the Canadian golf tour after a college golf career, and you know, he's been with me for 15 years or more.
So. In 1998, I got my own license and decided to join him, and I worked for him for a couple years before that.
You know, we've had the privilege of staying very busy through the years, worked for some kind of really neat people. And
quite a few high-profile people.
Actually, after we did Reggie's house in 1987, right across the highway over here, he met my son at the golf course. He saw Santana was a really good golfer. So that piqued his interest. So he said, "Oh yeah, what's your name?" And I said, "You know my father." And he goes, "Oh, who's your father?" He said, "Ron Steudler. He did the work at your house." He goes, "Oh yeah, your dad's a good man," or whatever like this. So they formed a friendship, of which they're very, very close. And Stan is always out giving him lessons in the golf course, and you know, and playing golf, and sometimes we travel with him actually a little bit and stuff. So that worked out really cool. So I will say that having a son that comes up and moves into the business with you, I would have a hard time right now without him doing the business. And I really appreciate all that. So that'll keep me going a little bit longer than if I didn't have him. I don't see it stopping anytime soon. I keep threatening that I'm going to move somewhere and retire or whatever. And so he tells me, "Dad, you're not retiring." He said, "You'll be in your 80s and you'll be on the job site pointing to stuff with your tape measure because you don't want to bend over. You're pointing stuff and telling people how it needs to be." And I said, "You could be right. It's possible." We sometimes tell people we can put it so tight it's credit card tight. You can't get a credit card in between the stones. When people appreciate it like that, and they really like what you're doing, that really makes you feel good.